Alrighty, gang, to begin creating the blueprint for your boat poster, you're going to have to select New Drawing. So this is an orthographic file. You'll select that orthographic file, and once it's selected, you'll get a file or a window that opens similar to this. To start, we got to change the size of the paper. This open, it looks like a D size, which is a pretty large size sheet of paper. So to change that, we're going to go over to the browser. I'm going to right-click on Sheet 1 and go down to Edit Sheet. When I click Edit Sheet, I want to change the size from a D to an A. A is 8.5 by 11, the standard size that we use. After you click OK, we are going to make sure that our title block, this thing down here, is the proper size. Right now, it's a large title block. I'm going to delete that and put a small one in. So to delete it, I'm going to go in my browser, underneath Sheet 1, right-click on ANSI Large, and click Delete. And then underneath Drawing Resources, I'll click this little triangle, drop-down menu, and click Title Blocks, and then double-click ANSI A. So that'll give me the proper size title block. Now, to fill up the title block, I will collapse Drawing Resources. Underneath Sheet 1, now I have an ANSI A. Right-click, Edit Definition. Now, to fill this out, you should reference your rubric, but you need to fill out a couple different things, including company. To fill it out, double-click on it, delete the word company, and then put the name of your company in there. In this case, I'm just making up some fictitious name. You can do the same. And then for title, double-click on title, and you can make up a name for your boat. So I'll just come up with something unique and creative. Alrighty, it will auto-populate author and creation date. If you could, just under author, put your first and last name in there. Right now, just put your username in there. It looks nicer if you put your first and last name in. Once you have as many of these things done as possible, finish sketch. Do you want to save it? Yes. And now you'll notice that your title block is filled in. To begin putting views on of your boat, you'll start in the upper left corner, going to Base, and then click the little Browse File button. And you will have to look for your boat in your H drive. So you'll navigate to your H drive to see if you can find where that is. And in this case, mine's in a variety of folders. I'm sure you can find yours a little quicker than I found mine. All right, so there's my boat. I'm going to double click. Now the key here, don't close this box once your boat pops up. Mine seems to be taking a little bit of time. Just make sure that you keep this box open. So right now mine showed up kind of big. I'm going to change the scale to maybe quarter scale to see if I can make it a little smaller. So I'm just going to, I placed a front view. I'm going to put a top view, side view, and an isometric view, and then click OK. Now they can be really close for now. I'm going to click and drag and move mine around. So I'm going to click on the edge. See how I get this little red box? I'm going to drag that red box over and down so that my views are a little bit more spread out, and I can move my isometric a little more too. So now my views are spread out. The last thing you need to do is just give me general sizes on here. So to get general size, you're going to go to the Annotate tab and Dimension. I need to know basic things like how long it is, how wide it is for the grade. So to dimension, the length, I'm going to click on an endpoint here and an endpoint there to give overall length. Select OK. I need overall width, so from outside to outside, how wide is your boat? I would also benefit from knowing a couple other small dimensions, like if you have pontoons or how far from the boat deck to the bottom of your boat, if like you have a keel or something, just to make sure that those things aren't too long. If you want to include a few other dimensions, that's fine. But essentially, I just need to know length, width, depth for the grade. Do not put any dimensions up on the isometric, as it's not good practice to dimension things like that. So I'll just throw a few other dimensions in here to make it look a bit more professional. Don't put too many dimensions in, as it can get confusing. Just a couple is fine. So that's more than sufficient. This will be then the blueprint you put on the bottom of your poster. To print this, you'll go up to File, select Print, and make sure you click the preview option. Make sure it looks like it fits on the sheet of paper. If it does, you can go ahead and fire this thing off to the printer, and the bottom half of your poster is complete.